My name is Jitender Yadav. I am staying at Hawalbagh, Almora. I shifted here in 2009 from Delhi. I studied in Delhi, I was born in Delhi, and then in 2009 I made my plans to shift to Hawalbagh permanently. When I came to Almora, coming from Delhi, where you find garbage everywhere, it felt like it is a garbage-free place. So what I saw was heaps of garbage lying on the mountain slopes. Slopes are like very steep. It is almost impossible to collect all the garbage. So it will be there permanently. When I came here, what I was doing is cleaning the area around my house. But slowly the litter kept on increasing. Now, after a decade or so, morning I clean, by evening it is again the same litter. There is no other waste that is worse than plastic. So something had to be done. And the only place where a common man can find justice are the courts. So I went to Uttarakhand High Court, I filed a PIL. The rules were there. The plastic waste rules, everything was there. The Uttarakhand state level rules were there, and nobody was following it. Had there been no rules, maybe I would have thought it is a difficult task because rules have to be found by the government. I filed the case in July 2022. We filed basically two major points were there. One was on EPR, which is extended producer responsibility. Any company which sells the product has to take the responsibility of taking their waste back. And the other point was local waste management, solid waste management. Solid waste management is non-existent in Almora, Hawalbagh. In fact, whole of Uttarakhand. I filed this petition after a lot of frustration actually. I held myself back. A sort of pessimism was there. The honorable judges, they took their time to understand the problem. They were very sensitive to the issue, and they passed the order directing the firms to register for EPR, directing authorities to clean all the garbage, and directing the urban development and other ministries to see why there is no solid waste management system. So the first order was really hopeful, and then gradually as the case proceeded, second, third, fourth, fifth, it was clear that something is going to happen, and the pessimism went away. Now there's a I would say a lot of optimism in me that probably in another 1 year, 1.5 years, something will be done in the area of solid waste management in whole of Uttarakhand. Garbage in itself is a very ugly thing. The bigger question is, what does it do to our environment? Plastic comes from fossil fuels, and I fear a future where plastic is so much consumed that it requires more and more fossil fuel. If we have to look at a bright future, a future where we can have some control over climate change, we need to do something about plastic consumption. We need to cut down the production. We need to cut down the consumption. That is one of the most important part, and we need to start right now. There is no time. So just today morning I was having breakfast and going through the newspaper when I saw news that DM of Almora has ordered that punish those who litter, and the order also says that collect all the garbage and send them to the nearest dumping zone. This made my day. This shows something is happening. And then I also got a call from my village chief who wanted to know what should be done about the plastic waste which is scattered all around. He wanted how we can collect it and where should we send it. So we discussed that. Probably in a day or two we'll start work on that also. All these things are going on. This is making me really hopeful that the future is good and maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to implement 100% solid waste management system everywhere. My vision of future, or what I feel maybe in another 10 years, is I hope that the production of plastic is cut down drastically. I hope the consumption of plastic is cut down drastically. We can shift to things which are not damaging to the environment. I hope we find new alternative to plastics. It is not that difficult. I hope after 10 years there should be no plastic pollution.